Okay, well, hello everybody and welcome back to Knerd Knowledge, our new series where we test each other on our nerdy knowledge. Today I'm joined by Jackie, Courtney, and Dan. So here's how this is going to work. Dan and Jackie have to answer first because Courtney's going to know just a little bit more about these questions. But not enough that she'll actually be able to, get everything.
I'm sure I won't get any of them right.
Let's do it.
Let's begin. Wrong screen. So the first section is going to be my origin story. You're going to be guessing how these monsters were created and their names.
Perfect.
Our first monster is actually two monsters.
Great. What am I looking at?
You're looking at two very large men, and in the very right image, both of them are fighting Godzilla.
Oh, there's the second one in that picture.
Yeah, he's being pinned on the ground.
I couldn't find him for a second.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Is he whacking Godzilla with a tree?
I believe he might be. What does he expect that to do?
Eat your broccoli! That's
To be fair, both of them are about half Godzilla's size.
I'm gonna say this is a pair of cavemen or Neanderthals that were frozen in ice, and then when the ice thawed, it was because of global warming, which I know probably doesn't work because of the date of this, but it's fine. And the excess radiation from the melting ice caps caused them to get too big. Listen, I just talk and whatever comes out, comes out.
That's how you gotta play this game.
It's true.
That's it. I'm gonna call them the Neanderthals.
Okay. You want to try any specific guesses on each of their individual names, or are you just gonna
their
go?
individual names.
Yeah.
I'll just go with let's say Mug and Cug.
Okay. Dan, what do you got for me?
I don't know. I think this could be classic toxic radiation exposure, and they just both grew to freakishly large leafy, whatever the fuck they are, size, and they just do what they want now.
I mean, there's just the Green Giant when he's on roid rage,
Yeah,
right?
kind of. Yeah. As for names, I don't.
The names is hard.
I mean, obviously, the one is the Jolly Green Giant, for sure, 100%.
This was the crossover advertising.
This was, in fact, the crossover advertising.
Godzilla eats his broccoli, so should you.
And the other one is the Jolly Brown Giant, and we don't hear about him because, it's just not as good of a name, so.
Fantastic.
Okay, Courtney.
That's my
Alright.
2 cents.
Okay, so I feel like Jackie, your idea was closer with the caveman part, but instead of it just being global warming, a scientist found them and fucked with them, which is how they became to this size, because that happens a lot in Godzilla stuff from what I vaguely remember.
That seems
It's
right.
just, science is just let's fuck with this thing and see what happens, and then no. I'm not even gonna attempt names, because names are, no.
Okay. So these are the Gargantuas, Sanda and Gyra, who are clones of Frankenstein's monster.
What?
Oh, what?
No points.
Yeah, no, that'd be no points.
We're looking at the big puppy dog thing.
What the hell is that thing?
I need origin, and I need names.
Okay, so it's the one that has the two pictures on the right, correct?
Yes, the big yellow boy.
Okay.
That's supposed to be a dog. Oh, it's like a bat.
I would say bat, but directed by. Okay, I'm gonna say this is some sort of Mayan god that got reawoken and pissed off and decided to go personally fight everything that pisses it off that it sees. We'll just say what's the bat one? What's the bat? Like Mayan or Aztec bitch. Fuck.
Kamazats?
Yeah, Kamazats. Sure. I know that's wrong, but that's what I'm saying. Good luck.
I think that this was like a bat that was like someone's pet that they grew too large. They gave too much love to it and too many things, and it just kept growing. And they didn't know what to do. So like a Clifford the Big Red Dog situation. And
Except Clifford kills anything that it sees.
yeah, except that. And then it was just, they had to just let it go at some point because, like, who are you to stop this giant bat now? And among the pet, being a pet, I think his name is Snuffles.
Oh, Snuffles is actually what I was thinking
That's adorable.
when you started talking.
Courtney, you're not going to get points if you get the name right because I'm pretty sure you remember him.
Yeah. I don't know his origin though, so it's gonna be a fun guessing game. I've noticed a lot of Godzilla stuff. Well, some of it's based off of like the myths that are in Asian countries. So I feel like this has to do with like the protector, guardian, lion dog creature thing that exists. And the Earth sucks, so he appeared to try to protect the Earth, and here he is. And this is King Caesar, by the way. That's his name.
King Caesar, alright.
King Caesar, the protector of Okinawa.
Nice.
He can only be summoned by singing.
Hey!
Oh.
Nice.
Courtney gets a point.
Yay!
I feel like I really want to give Dan a point for that, for Snuffles, but like...
It was a good story.
They can't do it.
You get an emotional point.
Yay!
+1 heart point.
+1 heart
I'm
point.
only playing for heart points.
You're only gonna play for heart points. Oh no.
Oh no.
Smile, guys.
Oh, is that
This is the next
Okay.
monster.
I really just want to say like Mecha King Ghidorah, but like that couldn't possibly be that easy, could it? Okay. So origins wise, I'm actually gonna try and figure this one out because I think this is probably the one I have the best shot at, and I know as soon as I say that I'm wrong. But my guess is something similar to what happened in the, what year did that movie come out? 2017, 18? I don't know.
That was last year. That was
That just-
2019.
Jesus, what is time? All right. My guess is similar to what happened in the end of that movie. They got a hold of one of Ghidorah's heads and were like, okay, so this thing will kind of regrow itself, question mark. What if we just jammed it on a robot body? And that one head was a fucking moron. So let's just make a robot head so we only have two and the brains don't get split between all three heads. That's what I got.
Okay, name?
I'm literally
You're
just
just
like
going Mecha. Okay.
I'm just going Mecha King Ghidorah. That's it.
Dan, hand me this nonsense.
Well, this is Kyle 2.0.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm really thrown off that it's like two not robo heads on a robo body with a robo head. This is really,
and not robot legs entirely.
I know,
either.
this is really messing me up. See, I think it could be like an opposite situation to where like, because you had like the one head survive.
Right.
I think they found like the remains of like the body,
Okay.
parts of legs, and they were like, "Well, we gotta fix Kyle," and so they put, and so they kind of put him back together, and this was the best they got.
Gotcha.
That's what I think happened.
Okay. And
And
Courtney.
there's a new head for Kyle.
Yeah. Courtney.
This is a lot to look at.
I must say, I really like the art of the far right picture. It's
So
really
I have
cool.
been, for every one of these monsters, if they have it, using a panel from my favorite Godzilla comic series.
Yeah,
Rulers of
it's really
Earth.
cool.
Yeah, the artist really does great on this.
Yeah. Sorry, Courtney, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, you're good. I'm gonna piggyback off of Dan's theory of what happened, except the people that put him back together was aliens.
Oh, I
Aliens.
forget there are aliens. I completely forgot.
Aliens.
Are there aliens?
Yes, there are aliens.
There are aliens involved.
Still like Mecha, maybe Mecha Space Ghidorah. I don't
It's
know.
not bad.
I know he's already like an alien, but like whatever.
Okay, you guys ready?
No.
Yeah.
He is Mecha King Ghidorah.
Fantastic.
Mutated from a baby pet from the future.
From the
Who was
future?
then left even farther back in the World War II past and then brought back to the 2020s.
What is happening?
Then he lost his head and it was replaced with a Ghidorah. So everyone gets 1 point.
All right.
Wow. The one time you didn't guess
I mean,
the baby
I
pet.
guess baby pet like once.
Okay, well, one in.
Also, I added a picture of the Dorat, the thing that he's mutated from.
Yeah. I hate it. Wow.
Alright.
That's not what I expected.
My power is...
Oh, this one's fun. Okay.
You're guessing the monster's name, and of course, one of its powers.
One of its abilities.
So
Alright.
most of these monsters are going to have more than one ability, so it gives you a little bit extra room to get those points in.
Gotcha.
Yep. Ready?
Sounds good. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, God. Burrowing. Like, it can, like, dig holes under cities and they can, like, collapse inward or something. Wow. As far as name for this one, I'm gonna say Mole Man. Because I really don't know.
Okay, Dan?
I honestly think he just used those arms to go clubbing and like he just destroy everything.
Fair enough.
Just do a whack and they're just dead. As for name, his name is Birdbot.
Birdbot?
Yep.
Nice.
Courtney?
I vaguely remember this dude, but not enough to give you correct information. So I'm just gonna go way off into my imagination for funsies.
Nice.
This fucker, he spins his arms so fast that they generate like a sonic boom of some sort.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
And then he also has laser eyes. And
Fair enough.
we're gonna call him Iguana Armadillo. So just like Iguanadilla. Perfect.
Iguanadillo. Okay.
Okay.
Problem.
He is Gigan,
Oh
and
my
he
God.
has a laser eye,
Oh, I got the laser
chainsaw
eye.
belly, and shoots wires out of his wrists.
Fantastic.
Also, he
Nice.
flies. Doesn't dig, flies.
Doesn't dig.
I had the exact opposite. Nice.
So, Courtney, you get another point.
Laser
Yeah.
eyes.
Courtney gets the laser eye point.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Also, in the top left is the suit actress for this monster.
Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna. Okay, so power for this thing. Nothing about this is giving me a hint. I'm gonna say he can cause like earthquakes. I don't know. Earthquakes.
Okay. Earthquakes. Name?
Kestodon. I know that's something from Monster Hunter, but here we are.
Okay, damn.
That's what I've got. Yeah.
You don't even look that dangerous.
He really doesn't look that dangerous.
That looks like a friend and a baby. However, I know he has to have some sort of power.
At least the other monsters don't eat him.
Maybe he's just the Kula Yaku of the
Maybe.
Kaiju world.
Ow,
You got
too
some, like-
accurate.
You got some like Dumbo ears going on. I really think he's just more defensive, and like the spikes on his back are like a hedgehog sort of deal, like a protective shell thing.
Okay.
It's not really a power, but like
I mean, to a point.
I don't know. I feel like that horn could do something like maybe cool. It might glow. It could shoot lasers. Who knows? I feel like every Godzilla might shoot lasers.
It could summon bees. We really don't know.
So yeah, and name Billy Bob. You get what you get.
Okay, Courtney.
I don't remember anything about this one. I feel like Dan was on the right track with the laser out of the horn type of deal.
Now,
But also like the protective spikes on the back, kind of, to some degree. But I just feel like it mostly just hit things. I don't remember this thing's name at all. But if I remember correctly, is this the one where there's like that one video clip of the suit actress being in it going, rah?
Maybe.
I literally don't remember anything else besides just that little rah! That's it. I don't remember the name or anything.
Okay, so you're just gonna end your answer there.
Yep.
Okay, everyone gets a point because it has fire breath, can shoot lasers from its horn, it loves to dig, and it headbutt it. Also,
Nice.
Hey, I did remember the roar.
That was amazing.
so enjoy Baragon.
I didn't know we could embed YouTube videos. That is good to know going forward. Oh.
What is that?
What's this wrinkly
I've never seen this one in my life.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, bring it.
This is incorrect, but I'm going solely based off of it looks like he has something weird coming out of his mouth in that top comic panel. I think he breathes like bugs. Like he could just shoot bugs out of his mouth. And they're like the bugs in like the Mummy movies that just eat people alive, because why not?
Scarabs?
And probably knock down buildings. Name? Who?
This is a tough one, isn't it?
That is a tough one. I'm gonna say Wrinklesaurus Rex.
He looks like the crotchety kaiju. Like he just looks so old and so tired and angry. So I think he like vomits whatever maybe like black gunk that I think is coming out of his mouth. And everyone is so repulsed they leave him alone. And you know what? I think his name is just Flump, as in the word.
Flump is his name, not a sound
Not a
effect.
sound effect. That's just his name. His name is so bad they use it as a sound effect. Would be
Fantastic.
Courtney!
Courtney.
This is just a motherfucking mutated T-Rex. Nothing. He doesn't have any powers. He just runs its shit and attacks it because he's so tired. He just wanted to stay dead, but science and/or some other mutation shit caused him to just be alive. He's just a fucking T-Rex. His name's just Rex. He's done with life. And that top picture is him getting his ass kicked. That's what that is.
Yeah, the side of Jurassic Park you don't get to see. The failed experiments.
So, this is Gorosaurus.
What the fuck?
His powers are kangaroo kicking, biting, digging, and getting his jaw snapped in two by Kong.
So just a fucking kangaroo T-Rex hybrid is what I've learned.
Yep.
Dumb.
He appears in one movie,
Oh my god.
and basically Kong kills him after 5 minutes.
Okay, but the fact that he's kangaroo kicking King Ghidorah in the back
Oh yeah, I guess that is the second movie he appears in.
is so fucking
I
funny.
put that gif in and I forgot he was in that movie.
He's that forgettable of a monster.
I forgot he was in All Monsters
Wow.
Attack. So, this is how it ends. You've got to tell me how these monsters die.
Okay. What in the hell is that? Is that a...
I'll give you a hint. In that bottom picture there,
Uh-huh.
the monster you were focusing on is the one on the right.
Is that like a mecha Mothra? What the fuck? Okay, going off of that completely inaccurate thought, I am going to say that this thing was basically tricked into flying into, like, the kaiju version of a bug zapper. And it just, like, got nuked by it. It was like, oh, look at that pretty light. And then just flew up to it, and it was like that buzzy, like, sound, and it just exploded.
I think the picture on the right is like moments before death. And all those like lights and wires and things, I think it somehow gets strangled trying to walk through the city and just get, it just gets too many things and then it just gets strangled.
Nice.
Okay.
Is that bottom picture from the anime?
No.
Okay.
None of this is from the anime. Both of these are from actual, like, live-action, quote-unquote, movies. And the one on the very right is actually concept art for that movie.
I thought that was concept art.
Gotcha. God, it reminds me of the MUTOs. I'm not sure if they're even related at all to this thing, or if that is that thing. I'm gonna say he's just nuked.
I don't know if nuked is a good enough, like, description. Like, do you mean like nuclear bomb?
Like, the military found a better nuke and nuked this fucker.
Okay, okay. This is the female MUTO who was given the kiss of death by Godzilla.
It is the fucking MUTO.
Oh wait, was this in the 2014 movie?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen ah, there it is. It's been a while since I've seen that.
Now I understand why you said the nuke.
Oh. What?
This is the next monster.
Something about that picture in the bottom right is unsettling the fuck out of me, and I don't know what it is.
So that's actually a sculpture that's being created in Japan right now.
Okay, it is a skull. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so that is
like,
real. The others are all CGI.
It's almost slightly too real. That's what was freaking me out, I think. Okay. For one, that's badass. So this looks like a Godzilla that has, like, overused his, like, nuclear powers. I know he can go into, like, a flaming state or something, whatever it's fucking called, burning Godzilla, I think.
You got that?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not him, though.
I know it's not him, but I'm thinking this is, like, a Godzilla, like, a step after that, where he's just, like, he's like the little embers of like, charcoal in the bottom of the grill. So he's just overburnt himself, and I think, like, a strong wind comes along and just blows him to ash. That's all I've got.
Okay, Dan.
Charcoal
I
Godzilla.
think someone throws, like, some sort of rock or something into either his mouth or his tail, and it gets plugged up, and then he dies, and it, like, he explodes.
He just implodes.
Yes.
Someone, like, banana in a tail pipes him? Is that what you're saying happens?
Yes. Isn't that what they happen?
Nice.
Courtney.
This is the Godzilla from the newest Japanese Godzilla movie, if I remember correctly, which I didn't watch, but I just remember this fucker specifically. But this is the Godzilla. It's supposed to be the original Godzilla, and he just lived this fucking long. From after the first fucking shit that happened to him. And, I vaguely remember this, but I feel like this is wrong. He just gets so filled with power, like the whole city has to, like, evacuate, and he just explodes to death.
Explodes to death.
Every word of what you just said was wrong.
Shin Godzilla gets hit by a nuclear bomb,
Fantastic.
then has a building dropped on him, and then is pumped full of nitroglycerin to freeze him solid.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Also, there on the side, you can see that's the tip of his tail. He was evolving to turn into smaller, tinier people-like things.
Yeah, I fucking hate this thing. Holy shit.
So he's not a normal Godzilla. How this Godzilla works is he, like, mutates constantly. He starts out like no bigger than a fish, and by the end of the movie, he turns into a full Godzilla.
This is like something that would be in a horror game. This
was a horror movie.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
It was the 2016 Godzilla. It's actually a horror movie. Like,
yeah, I believe it, because that is insane. That shot specifically of its tail on the right reminds me of, you know, when in Steven Universe, when, like, one of the first mutated gems forms and they kind of, like, the weird, like, body bending and shit. That's what that reminds me of, and it's really fucking creepy. Holy hell.
Let me give you a quote from the director really quick. In this movie, it was all about criticizing Japan's bureaucracy along with it.
Gotcha.
And by the end of it, Japan, the United States, China, and a few other countries, I believe Germany and Russia, team up to defeat this Godzilla. And the statement on why it's doing this and turning into these little things is because if Godzilla is defeated by a committee, Godzilla will become a committee.
Oh, I think I know what this one is actually. I think I've seen this in the video game, and if I'm gonna say this, and it's probably gonna be wrong, but is this the one that's the like the daughter of a scientist, like was like, hey, my daughter's dying, what if I mix like the DNA of Godzilla and a rose together and make this thing? I probably am incorrect, but
No, you were 100% on the right track. The only issue is you're trying to figure out how it died.
I know. I was just trying to talk through. Okay, so I have the right one.
Yes.
I was making sure I had the right one first. Okay, I'm gonna say they were like, okay, we need to get rid of this thing. So what if we just inject Godzilla with, like, weed killer? And they infused Godzilla's breath with weed killer. And he melted it, basically. I am a new pesticide!
That was something along my answer. I'm very upset.
It wasn't really.
Kind of.
We could have the same answer.
No.
If you want to have the same wrong answer as me. Like,
What is this little? What's the beam in the right? The bottom.
The bottom.
Right, bottom left.
The bottom left, it's just one of her tentacles.
Okay, gotcha.
It's just the end of her tentacle. I just wanted to show off its little mouthy.
You know, I'm just gonna chalk this up to Godzilla firing lasers and killing it. Kind of similar to what happened to the one thing. I don't know what it was.
oh, the kiss of death.
Yeah, similar to that.
Okay. Courtney?
So this is Biolante.
Violante, that's the name.
Super right track for Jackie when it comes to how it was created, except doesn't it also have Godzilla's DNA in it?
Jackie said that.
Okay, that is so, I don't know.
Jackie said DNA, Rose, human, Godzilla, yeah.
Mostly because you told me about this one and it really stuck with me.
Yeah.
Because it's ridiculous and it
Yeah.
it fits your aesthetic.
Yeah, and
It's a weird one.
This dumb scientist did this just to revive his kid, not to make this abomination.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember if there was like a cause to why it happened, but I'm pretty sure Biolante just poofs into dust. I don't remember if something caused it to poof into dust or if it just poofed into dust, because I vaguely remember later on something about some of the Godzilla DNA from the poof goes to space and that creates some other fucking travesty.
That's great memory, Courtney. Courtney's gonna get a point. Biolante kinda doesn't die. Godzilla catches her on fire. Dan, you are also getting a point, because he did blast the shit out of her. And then she literally rises up in, like, pollen. Also, her human face appears for some reason in the sky.
Oh, that's an actual shot of
Yeah,
the...
no, that's an actual.
Oh! I thought you just found a dumb looking like Ascension gift.
No, that's actually her.
Oh shit, that's actually... Okay.
So,
yeah, weird.
she kinda doesn't.
This creature sticks with you for some reason.
This one's... Yeah, there's something about that one.
Eventually her DNA gets thrown into a black hole and turns into Space Godzilla. It's really weird.
I'm pretty sure he's like some other monster.
Fantastic. Oh, the final question.
How many movie versions of Godzilla have there been? Not how many suits, but how many, like, timeline iterations of Godzilla.
Okay, so
Okay, that makes-
separate versions of Godzilla.
Yes.
Okay. Is this including things like Mecha Godzilla and Space Godzilla?
No. Only the main big G.
Main... Okay, normal Godzilla. The OG.
The OG big G.
I am gonna say... My first instinct's 32, but I'm actually gonna go with 20, just because I don't want to, like, overshoot it. I'll say 20.
I'm also gonna say 20.
Courtney, I'm waiting on you.
I think it's just 5.
Shall we get to the numbers?
Yeah.
There are
that's-
13 Godzillas over 36 movies.
That's so many.
We all missed it.
The original Godzilla appeared in Godzilla 1954, called King of the Monsters here in the US. Then there was the Showa series Godzilla, Heisei series Godzilla, the 1998 American Godzilla, Godzilla Millennium, and Godzilla Millennium vs. Megaguirus, Godzilla Giant Monsters All-Out Attack, where Godzilla was actually a villain, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, where my favorite monster Kiryu appears, Final Wars, where Godzilla literally kills every enemy in his rogues gallery, Godzilla 2014, where America revived their frickin' Godzilla, Shin Godzilla, where he's a giant fucking monster who just mutates outrageously,
Right.
Godzilla Phileas, and Godzilla Earth from the anime.
Interesting.
It
13.
was like an animated movie at that point, though.
It was a feature-length movie in Japan. But this has been our episode of Nerd
Wow.
Knowledge.
Not a-
Future Aaron, throw up the points down here. Tell me who won.
I know I lost. I think I only got 1 point.
I'm so-
I know Courtney won. I know I got
I
like
just don't know how many points she won by.
That's fair. I didn't keep count.
you can see it right now how many points Courtney won by.
But yeah, thank you for watching. If you guys have any ideas for us to do here in the future, leave them down in the comments below. If you'd like, give us a like on the video. Subscribe maybe. Jackie, I need you to do a joke right now.
What did Godzilla say when he opened a can of peanuts? I don't know. That was
I don't know, Jackie. What did Godzilla say when he opened a can of peanuts?
what the fuck these snakes doing in here? I wanted peanuts.
Fantastic.
And then he blew them up.
And then he blew the kiss of death right there.